This is a goose chick. Hi, little explorers. Today, let's meet the fluffy goose chick. This baby bird lives on farms, lakes, and rivers in countries like Canada, China, and the USA. The goose chick enjoys eating grass, seeds, and small bugs as it grows. Covered in soft yellow feathers, the goose chick looks very cute. It can grow into a big goose that may live 10 to 15 years. The goose chick loves following its parents everywhere to stay safe and learn. This is a Quetzalcoatlus. Wow, dino explorers! Let's meet the Quetzalcoatlus, one of the largest flying animals that ever lived. The Quetzalcoatlus lived about 70 million years ago in what is now North America, especially Texas. This giant pterosaur had wings as wide as a small airplane. The Quetzalcoatlus ate fish and small animals, and it could walk on land as well as soar in the sky. Even though the Quetzalcoatlus is extinct, it remains one of the most amazing creatures in history. This is a moose. Hi, forest friends. Let's meet the moose, the largest member of the deer family. The moose lives in the forests of Canada, Alaska, Russia, and Northern Europe. This giant animal eats plants, leaves, and even water plants like lilies. A moose can live about 15 to 20 years and loves to walk through rivers and swamps. Did you know the moose has huge antlers that can grow as wide as a big table? That's amazing! This is a narwhal. Hello, ocean explorers. Meet the narwhal, sometimes called the unicorn of the sea because of its long spiral tusk. The narwhal lives in the icy Arctic waters near Canada, Greenland, and Russia. This special whale eats fish, squid, and shrimp. A narwhal can live about 40 to 50 years and usually travels in groups called pods. Did you know the narwhal uses its tusk to sense the environment? That makes the narwhal truly magical. This is a wildebeest. Hi, safari friends. Let's meet the wildebeest, a large animal with curved horns and a shaggy mane. The wildebeest lives in the grasslands of Africa, especially in countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa. It eats grass and leaves while moving in huge herds across the plains. The wildebeest can live about 20 years and is famous for its great migration each year. Isn't the wildebeest an amazing and strong traveler of the wild? Let's travel back in time to meet the Styracosaurus. This dinosaur lived in Canada about 75 million years ago. The Styracosaurus had a big frill with long horns and loved eating plants like ferns and leaves. It could grow as big as a car and lived up to 10 to 15 years. The Styracosaurus used its sharp horns to protect itself from danger. Isn't the Styracosaurus one of the coolest plant eaters? This is a sheep. Hi, little farmers. Let's meet the sheep, a fluffy animal that people raise all around the world, from Australia and New Zealand to the USA and England. The sheep loves to eat grass, leaves, and hay. A sheep can live about 10 to 12 years and enjoys staying in groups called flocks. Did you know the sheep gives us warm wool for clothes and blankets? That makes the sheep very helpful to people. Whee! Let's soar back in time and meet the flying Dimorphodon. Dimorphodon lived in England and Mexico around 190 million years ago. It had wings like a bat and ate insects and fish. A Dimorphodon could live about 10 to 15 years. It liked flying near water and using its big eyes to spot food. Can you say Dimorphodon? Yay! Dimorphodon was small, speedy, and super cool. This is a Warthog! Hey, safari friends! Let's meet the Warthog, a wild pig with funny warts on its face and sharp tusks. The warthog lives in the grasslands of Africa, in countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa. It eats grass, roots, and fruits while digging with its snout. The warthog can live about 15 years and enjoys running fast with its tail up. Isn't the warthog a brave and interesting animal of the savannah? This is a Opabinia. Hi, little time travelers. Let's discover the Opabinia, a very strange sea animal from over 500 million years ago. The Opabinia lived in the oceans of what is now Canada and China. It had 5 eyes and a long trunk-like nose to grab food. The Opabinia ate small worms and tiny sea creatures while crawling along the seabed. It could live for several years and loved exploring muddy ocean floors. Isn't the Opabinia a funny and fascinating creature from ancient seas? This is a Malayan tapir. Hello, jungle explorers! Let's meet the Malayan tapir, a funny animal with a black and white body that looks like it's wearing pajamas. The Malayan tapir lives in the rainforests of Malaysia, Thailand, and Sumatra. It eats leaves, fruits, and twigs while walking quietly at night. The Malayan tapir can live about 25 to 30 years and loves swimming in rivers to cool off. Isn't the Malayan tapir a unique and gentle friend of the forest? This is a hammerhead shark. Hi, sea explorers. Meet the hammerhead shark, a cool shark with a head shaped like a hammer. The hammerhead shark lives in warm oceans around the world, near places like Hawaii, Australia, and Africa. It enjoys eating fish, squid, and sometimes rays. A hammerhead shark can live about 20 to 30 years. These sharks love swimming in groups, called schools, and use their wide heads to find food. The hammerhead shark is strong, smart, and one of the ocean's most unique animals. This is a monkey. Hello, jungle buddies. Meet the playful monkey, a smart animal that loves climbing trees. The monkey lives in many countries across Asia, Africa, and South America. It enjoys eating fruits, leaves, insects, and sometimes small animals. A monkey can live about 20 to 30 years. These animals love swinging from branches, playing in groups, and grooming each other. The monkey is curious, funny, and one of the most entertaining creatures in the wild. This is a brown lemur. Hello, jungle buddies. The brown lemur is a small primate with soft brown fur and a long tail. You can find brown lemur only on the island of Madagascar in Africa, living in forests and woodlands. A brown lemur enjoys eating fruits, leaves, flowers, and sometimes insects. They usually live about 20 to 25 years. Brown lemur love climbing trees, jumping from branch to branch, and staying in family groups. They are playful, social, and one of Madagascar's most special animals. This is a gray whale. Guess what, friends? The gray whale is a giant traveler of the ocean. Gray whales live along the coasts of North America and Asia. They love munching tiny shrimp-like creatures from the seafloor. A gray whale can live about 70 years. This gentle gray whale enjoys long migrations and swimming with friends.